take two, because right smack in the middle of take one, someone walks right in front of the camera. Always makes you laugh. You know when you're trying to take a picture somewhere and like 5 of you are standing and there's someone taking a picture and people are just randomly walking by like, yeah, I don't care if you're trying to take the picture of your life. I'm just still trying to get to point A and B and I can't be bothered to walk around you. Things like that happen. Hey, it's Tosyn Bucknor and this is s.h.a.r.e with Tosyn. On the show today, I have 2 guys that will be chatting with me about everything and anything. In the meantime, on the show today, I have 2 guests with me. We'll be chatting about everything and anything. It's time to share. Okay, it's still s.h.a.r.e with Tosyn, and sharing with me today are 2 bad guys. To my left, yeah, international man of mystery. I've asked him how to introduce him and he says I can just say, what did you say again?
Electronic media broadcaster.
Electronic media broadcaster.
And father.
Yeah. And father, Andre Blaze.
Thank you. Thank you.
And to my right is...
Entertainment journalist.
An entertainment journalist.
With TVC.
Okay, an entertainment journalist. Harry Itie. Okay, I get now. Football transfer window, transfers. Basically, a transfer, for those of you who don't know, is when one player from one team decides for whatever reason that they want to go to another team, or perhaps the club decides, look, we don't want you again. You keep breathing air and not scoring goals, so can you leave? And during the was that mean? Was that just?
Wow. That was mean.
Was that just a?
How did they let you watch this game? That was wow. You're just breathing air?
But there's some players who that's all they do. But on a more serious note though, during the last transfer window, the one that ended in September, Manchester United sold Danny Welbeck to Arsenal, their rival, so to speak. And basically what it was Arsenal needed a striker. Their striker, Olivier Giroud, was injured and they needed a striker. But my question for you is, have you ever been in a situation where you had to save someone who others would consider like your rival or your competition by doing something? And I mean, how did that make you feel? Andre?
Okay, first, I'm just going to go backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't trust Welbeck at all. So I'm saying, let him just come at me with one injury. Oh, hamstring. I will go to a pork market, buy him a hamstring and say, eat it right now and get back out on the field.
And heal.
And heal right this second. Hamstring for hamstring. Don't play with me. Or the string of ham. That's actually a better one. Anyway, but yeah. Yes, I've been in positions where I've had to do stuff for people I either ethically or personally disagreed with, or you know what, I'm just gonna go out with it. I didn't like these guys at all, and I've had to switch teams and work with other people sometimes. And it's not a nice feeling. It's not nice.
I think it comes with being professional. You know, you have to, even if you hate the person, like I want to strangle you. You have my dream life. You know, but because you don't want to give up the impression that you're a hater or you're beefing the person. So you have to just suck it up. I might not say that. Yeah. You suck it up and you just be a good team player, and once you're done, there's
a time. I mean, there was one time like this that I was at a meeting and someone, they were trying to get like a male presenter for something. I mean, this was male. It wasn't like it's not like this person is a rival, but it's just one of those people that you're like, oh my goodness. But everything they described fit him perfectly. And I was sitting in that meeting and I was like, if I don't mention this person's name, like I might go to hell. I was like, but you know what, like I really dislike this person. So I was like, you know what?
Wait. Who was it?
It was you. It was you. It was you. Okay, moving on real quick. s.h.a.r.e released a song titled King James. In it, it has lyrics like "Been gone," and "Since then nobody has taken my throne," and so on and so forth. And he calls himself the best rapper alive. Now, of course, 1 or 2 blogs decided to make a story about it, and they said he was speaking to Olamide, aka Bado. MI had to go to social media and say, look, I respect Olamide, my song wasn't a diss at anybody, I just was rapping. And my question for you is, have you ever been in a situation where you say something innocently or otherwise, and people assume they know exactly who you were sobbing? Andre, this must happen to you all the time.
Every day of my life, it happens. Every day. I mean, seriously. I post a picture of myself doing yoga, and naturally you think I'm taking shots at Vin Diesel. Okay. All jokes aside, that does happen a lot. People tend to draw imaginary lines between professionals, especially people who are in the public eye. Professionals who are in the public eye. The audience tends to draw lines between one and the other. So right now, I mean, I'm not trying to discredit any rappers, but Olamide and MI are sort of the two people who are lobbying for that number one position. Olamide has, quote unquote, the voice of the streets. And this isn't a diss on Olamide in any way. And yet, no, seriously, man, no diss. Both of these guys are my dudes. But M speaks to a different level of the streets. M's lyrics are things that a bookworm is going to listen to and keep on finding sub meanings in for a while to come. Olamide speaks to the hustler in everyone. So it feels like these two are trying to take one spot, but it's really two different spots. So yeah, the audience will definitely draw different lines. I mean, think about you and Tiwa Savage. That must happen all the time.
I mean, she's just trying to jack my swagger. One tag and one tag and one tag.
Right. Let's move on to something else. Yeah.
Take it. But like you said, I think the audience they enjoy putting people against each other. You know, it's either this person is against this person or it's
we can't just all be friends.
They like to just imagine that someone is beefing someone, you know, because like everybody's new word is now hater, you know, my haters, you know, so they just imagine that you have some hater somewhere, you know, but you know, it's just every hip hop.
Hater.
I feel like I'm behind the
Cause you're a hater.
But even haters have haters. How don't I have a hater?
Haters have haters, yeah. Someone is always hating on them. So
I want haters.
There you have it. Andre wants haters.
Just so I can say I have them too.
Okay. I can start a I hate Andre fan club. I can do that.
I don't think that's exactly what haters mean.
Oh, I hate Andre fan club. Finally, we have a social media share. Now, on the other day, I saw some things buzzing online. Why? Because someone apparently had been dating a guy for 5 years, and then he broke up with her. And of course, everybody had something to say about it. So, Andre, what do you think about long-term relationships?
No, don't make that about me. I want to know who was dating who and got broken up with.
No, this is just one of those things where you're just reading it, you know, and the whole of Twitter.
Tosyn is keeping the gist away from the rest of us.
Honestly,
follow her on Twitter, on Instagram. Demand the truth.
demand.
But seriously, I mean, what do you think?
Long relationships?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should be in a big hurry to get married, ever. That's a horrible idea. You know, because I mean, me and Tosyn have had this secret relationship for about 15 years now.
Secret lover, yeah.
Do you have a song for everything that I'm going to say?
Almost.
Wow.
She's like, got that from Glee.
I can see that. No, but seriously, I don't think there's anything wrong with a lengthy relationship because it gives you a lot of time to get to know your partner. And in all honesty, marriage is a for life situation. Until divorce was part, of course. But yeah, it's a for life situation. So you want to be sure you are getting the right fit for you.
Yeah.
If you at some point find out this isn't right for you, please leave as opposed to stay there and make two people unhappy, as opposed to one person temporarily unhappy and then moving on to happiness eventually.
Exactly.
And Harry?
I totally agree with him. You know, a long relationship is not bad in itself, but once the relationship is over, it's over. It's time to pack up your stuff and leave.
It's time to go.
You know, there's no point, staying there for something or someone.
Ooh, but I have a joke.
Okay. Are we going to laugh?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. No, maybe.
Okay.
Wait, don't put so much pressure on me.
Okay.
Anyway, so here it is, right? This guy says, if a chick has worn an engagement ring for longer than 2 years, it is no longer an engagement ring, it's a key holder. So, I'm saying, long relationships, yeah, that's why they're called relationships. Please don't think that a 10-year engagement is an engagement. If you've asked her to marry you 2 years ago,
Then can you get married?
if she sends you an invitation to her own wedding with someone who isn't you, you sort of had that coming
Don't take it personal.
after 2 years. I mean, come on. Make plans.
Okay, so we sign out. I don't have an opinion on this right now. I'm going to sign out with someone on Twitter, Queen Cleo, and these are her tweets. They made me laugh. If someone tells me that he outgrew our love, I will sow another love for him or dead. What do I mean? If I spend 7 years with you, the only way you will live is if you agree to leave your pulse behind. Do you know how many people in my village that I have to provoke for that kind of rubbish to happen to me? If you date a man for 5+ years and he tries to break up, pack your ish into his father's compound. They are all very stupid. I will abuse you and your ancestors. It's like madness is rampant in your family. You will date me in my prime, then try to break up when I'm past it. They sent you a B. I will fight this with the blood of Jesus. He outgrew you people's love, Come and outgrow this knife phone.
We don't encourage violence. We don't encourage violence. No.
Thank you, everyone. Join us next time for another edition of Share with Tosyn.